Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
On 2nd and 2, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll try and run for it with Conner. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. 40 yards. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now receiver in motion left. It appears they're going to throw forward with Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game planned for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Lance now to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. This one caught by Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Lance. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fields this way up at the 17. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Murray giving to Connor on the option.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He finds Kittle going across the field.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
And Lance going to throw. Able to find Gray here.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Here we go.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
Complete at the 1. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
To throw again on second down. Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray now. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
He finds Hopkins complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Prater's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a capper there with a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 1 second, all that remains.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
And they'll go for it. Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
54 yards.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A gutsy call. 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a little element there of chasing points, because that's the second time they've had a failed 2-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
133 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Right back to Connor here on first. And some room to run now. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, they didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His fifth catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
On play action, Lance. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now a run with McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Lance. Finding Gray on the out route. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Off of play action, here's Lance.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Lance finding Deebo Samuel. And the Niners are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver, because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Gould now out to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Connor on the read option.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th.
He's got a man, complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. But 209 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll run here with Connor.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Murray.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
This one caught by Kittle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Lance. Pass complete, Samuel.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Lance looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
Lance back to throw.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
From the 6.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Cardinals set to receive it. They'll look for a winning drive as we get this overtime period started. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. First throw of overtime for Murray. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Well, he had the interception woes in regulation, and now they carry over into overtime. And on the other side, CD, all they need is a field goal to win it.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Brandon, because he has not been sharp all game long. He's been rather loose with some of his passes, and this one might cost him the ball game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
We'll see what Lance can do in OT.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Throwing on first down is Lance.
This will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
So it's a win for the Niners here, and it was Trey Lance, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, he really carved this defense up, didn't he? Threw for almost 400 yards, had 4 touchdown passes, and when he gets back to the locker room, there's a game ball definitely in his future. I can guarantee you that.